Fear, an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain, or a threat. Does this seem like a way to live to you, something to base your life upon? I know what it's like to look out in the world, scared by all the things that could happen to me. I mean, there's disease, famine, drought, tornadoes, volcanoes, hurricanes, weapons, explosions, car wrecks, and a myriad of other natural and man-made disasters that could hurt, or worse, kill you. Afraid? Does this fear now control you? Does this fear now rule your life? Are you going to base all of your decisions on this fear? And if so, why? Why would you do that to yourself? There is so much more to live for, so many wonderful emotions to experience. Fear should be nothing more than a single emotion, healthily experienced and kept in check and not dominant like every other emotion. Fear should be a factor in some of your decisions, but not the only one. I bring this up on the 8th anniversary of the 9/11 tragedy because a nation allowed itself to be swept away by their fears of a repeated attack of a similar degree, an error that nation is still paying for today. It was a horrible tragedy that no nation or community or society should ever have to endure, but that obviously doesn't stop things like 9/11 from happening. So when they happen, we can't allow them to control us. No single event, however dire, should ever solely define you. Whether given to us by a creator or developed by purely natural processes, we should use logic, reasoning, and critical thinking above all else when faced with any decision. Sometimes, however, it makes sense to experience fear and even act upon it. If you are being attacked, the fear of pain is necessary to keep yourself from being hurt and allows you to defend yourself. However, let that fear completely take over and you are no longer yourself. You revert to an instinctual level, leaving your humanity behind, becoming nothing more than a metaphorical shell of your former self. I say this not to make you fear an existence based on fear. I am doing nothing more than telling you the consequences of letting fear be the only thing that you use to justify your thoughts and actions. However, I ask again, does that seem like a way to live? Whether it comes down to people trying to convince you that the government wants to kill your grandmother, or people trying to convince you that you'll go to hell if you don't do as told, or people trying to convince you to believe anything by appealing to fear and trying to get around your ability to think rationally, know this: the only thing we have to fear, the only thing we truly have to fear, and I cannot stress this enough, the only thing we truly have to fear is indeed fear itself.
This great nation will endure as it has endured, will revive and will prosper. So first of all, let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Nameless, unreasoning, unjustified terror, which paralyzes needed efforts to convert retreat into advance.